On the eastern edge of Lehigh County, touching the southern bank of the Lehigh River, is the borough of Fountain Hill. This suburb of Bethlehem, with almost 4,700 residents, is home to St. Luke's University Hospital Bethlehem and is within walking distance to Lehigh University. But how did Fountain Hill get its name? For What's in a Name, I'm Mike Flynn. I'm standing on Graham Street on Lehigh Hill in northwest Fountain Hill. Looking down in front of me is a beautiful view of the borough incorporated in 1893. To my left is South Bethlehem, and directly across the valley rises South Mountain. As I stand here, the hill part of Fountain Hill is evident. But what is the origin of Fountain? The answer is not so clear. We do know that Tinsley Jeter, a Philadelphia lawyer and considered the father of Fountain Hill, laid out a town plot in 1866 and named it Fountain Hill. But why did he choose that name? There are two possibilities. I spoke with Carol Strelecki to find out a little more. Carol is a true Hiller. He graduated from Fountain Hill High School in 1957 after winning 2 state championship basketball titles and earning all-state honors. He went on to study and play basketball at Rutgers, taught English at Southern Lehigh High School, and ran the Centennial School in Bethlehem. Carol wrote Images of America, Fountain Hill, which was published in 2017. One possible origin of the word fountain comes from an estate in the borough named Fontainebleau. I spoke with Carol at his Salisbury Township home. Hi, Carol. Thanks for agreeing to meet with me.
Mike, good to have you here. Always good to talk about Fountain Hill.
Could you tell me a little bit about Fontainebleau?
Fontainebleau is the name that Augustus Fayette applied to the estate that he developed in the Fountain Hill area. Fayette was a businessman from Philadelphia who was searching for a place to relax, and he heard about Bethlehem and came to visit in 1850. It took him a full year to decide that this wasn't a place to visit, this was a place he wanted to stay.
Fayette, who spent his childhood in France near the French chateau of Fontainebleau, applied this name to his French-style manor house in Fountain Hill. Tinsley Jeter purchased Fontainebleau in 1866. Is this why he named the town Fountain Hill? But there is another possible explanation. Again, here is Carol Strelecki.
The other thing that people will argue is there were springs that fed down into one stream that went to the Lehigh River, the Fountain Valley Creek. And so all of those fountains, all of those springs led people to say, oh, they're all fountains. That's why they use the word Fountain Hill.
So which is it, the Fontainebleau estate or the numerous springs that gave Fountain Hill its name?
Fontainebleau is as good as Fountain because of the springs. There's no place in anything that I've ever read that somebody claimed there was only one definition for it.
So the jury is out. But beyond the mystery of the origin of the word fountain, the borough itself has a rich history. Fontainebleau eventually became the Bishop Thorpe Manor School for Girls until 1930, and then St. Luke's Hospital School of Nursing. It was eventually razed in 1994. Francis Opelt created the Hydropathic Institute in 1846 on the land where St. Luke's now stands. This hotel and the grounds surrounding it attracted visitors from as far away as Europe for treatment of disease by use of water. The Lackawacky Springs Resort in West Fountain Hill, built in the late 19th century, served as a welcome retreat for visitors for years. It has seen a revival since the 1993 centennial with a new gazebo and the opening of new trails. And of course there's the Fountain Hill Historic District on Delaware Avenue. Although not technically in the borough, it is the site of luxurious mansions that housed many executives of Bethlehem Steel. So although we don't know precisely the origin of the name Fountain Hill, to the residents, the Hillers, what's more important is the town's slogan. It's a thrill to live on the hill. For What's in a Name, I'm Mike Flynn in Fountain Hill.